Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA-TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
No, wait, I don't know. I can't remember. We're trying to remember our announcer's name, the woman who says, take a break. It's time to take a break.
It's time to take a well-deserved break,
yeah.
Pittsburgh.
She's in
Pittsburgh
California.
Today Live.
And so we don't normally deal with her,
Right?
but she's fabulous.
You sound like such a diva. We don't normally deal with
Well, I
her.
didn't mean it like that. I just meant we don't write to her every day or anything like that.
What did Shum say as he was leaving the studio? He was like, be nice to each other.
He was like Dad trying to tell us, you two behave. Oh, he's not watched the show if he thinks we're going to behave, because we are not. It is Tuesday, day 2 of spring cleaning week. We want to thank you for joining us, and we're going to get started with a Taste It Tuesday that Heather has concocted.
Well, not really. It's not me. I concocted it to get back at you. Maybe a little bit.
No, wait a minute. Now, see, the thing that you want to get back at was totally legit. That was a trend. Those KFC jelly beans, the jelly beans that tasted like turkey and
it was
what was
fried
it?
chicken and
fried
corn
chicken, yes,
and
fried
gravy.
chicken and gravy. Yeah.
Well, this too is a trend, only it's a couple years old, and I thought, let's try it again. So here's the deal, David. You've never had Nerd gummy clusters.
I have never. To me, candy is chocolate. Like an
it.
Andes candy or Reese's peanut butter cup.
Or
like
tell
these
me your
sort
favorite.
of these fruity things. Like, no, what is my favorite?
You like the little butterscotch candy in your
Oh,
pocket.
I do like, that's not chocolate, but yeah, I do like butterscotch candies. I do.
Have a little
crystal
crystal bowl on your side table.
No, I don't, but I like them.
Okay.
I like, but the ones that grandmas all have in their purse.
Okay,
yeah.
so look, there is a cheesemonger in Cleveland who swears that you can pair Nerd gummy clusters with cheese. Now, she said normally, she would go brie. But she also said a Wensleydale would be great with this.
I honestly, I thought I knew a little bit about cheese, never had heard of a Wensleydale before.
So here's the deal. What I want you to do first, because you've never had a Nerd gummy cluster, and I know that you can't smell, so you also can't taste, but I would like you to try a Nerd gummy cluster.
This doesn't even, so there's a gummy thing in the middle, because I don't really like gummy bears either. And this is just covered in little.
You know what, honestly, I hope you hate it. I hope you hate all of this.
I don't hate it. The texture's a little weird. It seems like you've taken something and rolled it in gravel.
Or how about Nerds?
All right, or Nerds, yeah.
Are you getting the sweetness from it?
I'm getting a sweetness from it. It's actually not bad. It's almost like, no. There's almost like a soury, like fruity, soury thing
There
to
you
it.
go.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're picking up on some of these notes.
I try to do my best.
Okay, so the idea is that this pair, it's like jam and cheese.
Like fig jam, which I love.
So now,
on brie, on a cracker.
Okay,
oh my
so
gosh,
you're gonna
fig
love this.
jam. Okay.
So maybe try the brie first, and you can even rip that if it's too much.
Okay.
I
Here I
had
go.
some bigger chunks.
Okay.
You could just push it in there.
So I should wrap it up?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay, all right. Here we go. Right here's my little bite.
And?
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I mean,
I think the texture is weird. But the taste is not bad. The cheese.
It's not bad.
The cheese is very good.
It's very good cheese, right? I spent a lot on cheese yesterday. I bought 2 blocks of cheese. I was like, and you want how much for this cheese?
I know, cheese can be expensive.
Why is cheese so expensive?
I don't know,
and
but
I
it's
love
good.
It so much. Okay,
I know, you love your cheese. All right, now let's try the Wensleydale.
Wensleydale, and this is actually a cranberry. So there's already some fruit in this.
So it's gonna pair really well. You know what I think we're missing here? We need red wine.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Let's take it to the next level, right? All right, we're gonna try this.
I like this better.
I like it better too. You know
not
what?
bad, right?
This is not bad. This is not bad. You have won me over, Heather Abraham.
You know what was bad? That high five. I feel like we need a redo. That was really.
Wait.
That was like we've never high. No, see,
that was worse.
Why can't you hit my hand? Give me a high. There we go.
Okay.
I do want to, Annie, I know that you're not here. I know you don't want to be on camera, but you are a cheese connoisseur, so can you try this? I just want to see what you think.
We're going to see what Annie thinks.
And it's not bad, right?
She's giving it a thumbs up, too.
Thank you.
I don't know if anyone will give this a thumbs up, but apparently this has taken off as well. It's an unusual food combination. Today's chew on this is a trend from Japan, and this is a video from an account called Travelicious that is truly being shared by everybody else.
Do you remember that song? Fergalicious. Fergalicious, make the boys go crazy. You don't remember? Okay.
No, I don't.
Sorry. Okay. Tell me more about this, David.
All right, so this is an ice cream cone, and they put matcha flavored spaghetti on top.
Terrible.
The whole idea of putting spaghetti on top of your ice cream is just weird. But apparently they have this in Japan. They also have it in Thailand. Would you ever try it? If we could get this for
No.
Because matcha, the flavor of matcha
Tastes like the ground.
it tastes like grass.
It does taste like
It tastes
I'm
like
glad.
you've taken your lawnmower and you've like scraped the No.
You know what?
I think it sounds really bad.
Mr. Highfield, we don't agree on much, but we do agree on this.
Oh no, I think we agree on a
We do,
lot.
actually,
Yeah,
we
we
do
do
agree.
agree on a lot. Yeah.
You know who loves matcha?
Mikey, because I was just at her desk and I said,
I
what do you think
know.
about this, Mikey? And she opened up this, she has all these packets of matcha.
She has matcha and
Yeah.
seaweed, and she is basically a snail.
She does have seaweed too, yeah. She eats healthfully. She would not have nerds probably, and cheese, I'm guessing.
I don't know. I don't know.
Live TV can be unexpected. Anything could happen.
It's true.
You watch this show, right? And so something happened the other day with a lady named Marianne who called in on QVC. She literally left the host stunned.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see this. Okay, so this is host, and I hope I'm saying her last name right, Kim Gravel
Kim Gravel.
and Mary DeAngelis. So they got a funny call about tassels, which I'm so curious about.
So the woman kept confusing them with tassels, which we're going to talk about a little bit later on.
Okay.
But then it went a step further and just watch the reaction on Kim's face.
Okay.
I got that peasant blouse with the tassels.
Yes.
And I used to wear the tassels on my pasties. Do you know what pasties are?
Okay.
Do you know what pasties are?
Yes, let me. I'm going to do.
Okay, well, I had tassels on my pasties.
Marianne, I just want to say this. You are my emotional support diva. Okay, you have just made my whole entire day. Mary's walked off. She's dead on the couch.
Mary couldn't handle it. But Kim's into it. Kim's like, oh, what? And then here's the thing. So they want to talk more to her, and they lose the call somehow. I don't know if Marianne hung up. I don't know what happened. But I love that moment on Kim's face where she's like, what did you just say? Are
She's
you
dead on the couch.
pranking me?
The fact that she actually looked dead on the couch is hysterical to me. Wait, so did they get this cleared up at all?
No, they lost the woman, so they don't know exactly what she was talking about. Maybe that's exactly what she meant. But
I don't know what else she could have meant.
I don't know what else. I mean, you kind of want to hear the story behind all that. But at any rate, this made me look up tassels and tossels because, apparently you can
Did you do
kind of
this
call.
on the work computer?
I did it on the work computer. I look at my search history and wonder, what is David searching on his, So anyway.
Tassels on pasties.
No, I didn't use that one. I did not do that. I just did tossels and tassels because apparently, like, tassels is sort of an old school way of referring to tassels, so you can use that word. But here's the other thing that I never knew because I grew up in Western Pennsylvania, never knew it wasn't anywhere else. Tassel cap. That's a Western Pennsylvania term that has the little pom-pom on the top of the cap.
No one else says that?
You Google it. It says Western Pennsylvania terminology. I did not realize that. I thought that was nationwide.
Did you
I thought
look
that was
up
worldwide.
to see if pasties could be anything else?
I did not search pasties on my work computer. You're trying to get me in trouble. No. All right, hey, quite a summer of concerts at Star Lake. We are moving forward, and we're excited about this. Kesha is bringing her The Freedom Tour to Star Lake. She's going to be at the Pavilion on August 25th.
You know what would be really freeing?
What?
To wear tassels on your pasties. At the Freedom Tour with Kesha.
Oh, my.
August 25th. Tickets go on sale to the general public this Friday at 10 a.m., but that's not all.
No,
This one.
TLC, Salt and Peppa, and they will take the stage together along with En Vogue, all at Star Lake. It is It's Iconic tour. It is the first time that all three groups will share the stage together. And I already heard you in the newsroom say, when do tickets go on sale, Heather?
Thursday.
They go on sale on Thursday.
Okay, so here's the thing. I didn't realize after you left yesterday, the newsroom was like a buzz. Unless you were no, you weren't here for this.
What was it?
All the producers, like they broke out in song, singing.
When they heard what? This announcement?
It was like a DJ going. I mean, we were all singing.
You should have
and
rolled a
dancing.
camera. You should
I
have
know.
gotten your phone.
Dawn,
we would have shown it.
You should have. Dawn sang a whole song.
Who's our 5 o'clock producer?
She just like broke out in song. It was amazing.
Did she stand up and perform? Like, was it like a American Idol kind of moment?
I mean, it was awkward, not for her, but it was like, you know, the newsroom can get very quiet at times because people are working.
People are intense.
They're intense, they're working, they're busy, and so you just have this one song, and it was a TLC song, so the TLC song is playing, and it's just Dawn singing by herself. No one is, and I'm like this. At my desk.
Right.
And no one can see me.
Enjoying the moment.
It's so
All right,
fun.
we want to tell you some of the other groups that are coming. Machine Gun Kelly and Wiz Khalifa on June 10th. Chris Stapleton will be here as well.
And Riley Green, June 26th. I have to admit, I don't know Riley Green. Who's Riley Green?
That's the one name I didn't know. I know. That's the same for me.
It's like we're too old now.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Dave Matthews is coming up. Neo and Akon as well on August 2nd. Okay, yes. And Heather's now singing. Dawn, we need your help. Where are you, Dawn? All right, we have more entertainment news, and we're going to begin with music. We told you a couple weeks ago about how Pittsburgh native Ashley Marina was on The Voice.
Okay, so last night she entered the second round. This is the part that was tough because she chose, you know, all the judges turned around, and so then she got to choose which one she wanted to be with.
Yes.
So she went with John Legend, but that also meant that she was going against some of her own teammates,
exactly.
right? And so I understand that's right. And ultimately, John Legend went with somebody else.
Sid, the teammate. So I hope if we have not watched this, hopefully we did not just spoil it for you right now by telling you this.
Yeah.
But she was sent home. But you heard, I mean, she did fantastically. We love it when she's on the show. And we're going to have her on the show next week to hear all about what this journey was like.
She's amazing.
She really is. I mean, super talented. And she does, I mean, she just makes our area proud. Absolutely.
Really.
And we're actually going to have her on before we are live at PNC Park for the Pirates home opener. So we're taking the show on the road.
We are still working very much to throw out a first pitch, not on opening day. I really want to do it this year.
Well, and they said that maybe we could, because we asked about it, and then they were like, I don't think this can happen. I don't think we can do it.
Look at this athletic ability.
Yes. Ooh, we almost missed. Who would not want to see us throw out a first pitch?
Do you want to throw and I'll catch, or do you want to I'll throw and you catch?
I don't know. We'll work that out.
Okay.
We'll have to try to figure it out.
Okay.
All right. We want to get to our What You Think Wednesday question because we need your help for tomorrow's show.
Oh, gosh.
Now, so last week, one of you asked something that we thought was great. What's the most attractive quality that we find in our spouses? Sure. And I said kindness and humor, and you said
that he's hot.
Yes.
No, I said no. He's my hero, and he's just like the most likable guy I know, and he's so sweet, and he's the best dad, and he's also hot. But you know, like all of the things, he just checks all the boxes.
Well, no, it's a whole package. I mean, I think that's important. So our question now is for all of you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you find most attractive in your significant other? Is it a tight set of abs? Is it something about their personality? Is it the whole package? Post your answers to the Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page. We'll chat about it on tomorrow's show.
Honestly, when I looked down and saw this, I initially thought it said least attractive, and I was like, oh, that's a different conversation. Okay, coming up, did you know some of your favorite shows come together in a matter of hours? Daisy Jade is live with a backstage pass to the rare experience known only as the 10 out of 12.
But first, we're opening the one cabinet that we all avoid. We're going under the sink and learning how to turn that mess into magic. Wait till you see the hacks that are hiding in plain sight.
It's Tuesday, March 24th. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and we're so glad you're here. We'll be back with more PTL after this break. Okay, are you ready for this? I'm going through my fridge, and I probably cleaned it out not too long ago, but I found something that I know that I kept because whenever you need Worcestershire, you
only ever need a tablespoon or two. This is so old that this is where the expiration date was. It's gone.
It's worn. Oh,
So,
you can't even compute that.
yeah, this likely needs to be replaced, I would say. Okay, are you ready
Yeah,
for
so-
this?
So do you think that's older than
fridge.
2010,
I would say it's
which was
pretty
my
old.
oldest one?
I would say it's pretty old. There's no expiration date. It is worn out.
It's worn away.
It's
That's
worn
that
away.
old.
So much like leaving something in the fridge too long, sometimes we throw something in the cabinet under the sink, and just for now situation becomes a permanently forgotten about kind of thing, leading to a cluttered maze of half-used cleaners, mystery bottles, and things you forgot you owned.
So it's a puzzle most of us give up on until now, because today we're learning how to finally crack the code.
Amber from Happy Lark Home Organizing is taking us on an adventure to save the dreaded space known only as the under the sink abyss. And I think that we contend with a lot of issues under the sink because we need to grab some stuff, but we also have to deal with the pipes underneath the sink too. So
The plumbing is a huge problem, and that's what makes it not just a one and done. Like, there's not one right answer for under the sinks.
Yeah.
So we have a couple tips to help you out and kind of figure out what to put under your sink. And number one is always maximizing the vertical space. And depending on where your pipes are too, sometimes you need skinny, which
Right.
we have here. Mine is very wide. Well, actually, all of this came from under my sinks.
Okay.
This is under a guest sink where it's a little bit smaller, not as much space.
and this is bathroom stuff, right?
Yeah,
Here?
this
So
is
like
kind
a
of bathroom, because usually it's typically cleaning stuff and bathroom stuff is
Yeah.
what you generally find under there.
Well, what I like too about going up is that no one wants to get down on the floor
No.
and reach all the way in the back. You want to open it and be able to see it.
Right.
And
Whatever you're
depth
getting.
too. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a deeper item, so and on this one, this is a drawer, so you can pull it
Yes.
out.
That's great.
Same thing here. We have a set of drawers in the front, and then on top, you could stack a bin like this, or you could stack a turntable, which we know we love turntables. You can find what you need, reach what you need, makes it easy.
That's great.
But then you also have like reach-in bins. There's different options. You're not really stuck depending on what you're going to put in there.
Well, and for these, you're going to have to take this off, but these are things that you're not going to use all the time, right?
Well, the drawers open.
Oh,
This
those
drawer
drawers
does.
open too.
So it opens, so you don't have to move anything.
David's going around.
I'm
He
going
wants to
around.
open-
I'm
he
going
wants to
around.
open the drawers.
Yeah, exactly. So this way, like I was talking about, you don't have to bend down as much.
Right.
Yeah.
You can just sort of reach down and get to it.
Pull it out, you
Yeah.
can get it, you can find it, label things, and keep your categories, because a lot of times people just shove stuff under. Like, have a little section. People always have travel stuff. They always
Yeah.
have backup
Yes.
toothpaste and tissues and Q-tips and that kind of thing. So make sure it gets labeled and all has a designated
He's
home.
coming back
This
around.
no, these labels I think are so important, because if everyone in the household is not on board with what's going to go in there, anything is going to land in there.
Anything.
Yeah.
The kids are like, where are the Q-tips? Go find
Right.
the extras bin, because I'll remember what I labeled it. But
So this looks like we're moving
Okay.
into the kitchen.
kitchen sink. You have a little bit more space, but the plumbing, the garbage disposal thing is always a problem.
Yeah, that thing that's like so big and in the way.
Yeah.
Yep. So turntables always, you might not be able to fit a big guy like this. It might be a little bit smaller this
Yeah.
size, but it definitely prevents things from getting buried.
Okay.
Use your doors. These are great.
Oh,
They
those
stick
attached
on
to
the
doors.
back. So you stick them on, and then you just have to wait a little bit before you fill them up, because they need to adhere to the thing, and then empty your dishwasher pods out, use them for little scrub brushes. You could keep your extra bags in
And now,
there.
does this rip the paint off? Do you ever
So
find?
when you go to take it off, if you just get a hairdryer and heat it up, it should pop right off.
Oh my
You
God,
just want
that's
to
great.
warm up the adhesive and it won't stick so bad.
All right, is it important to take your pods out of the box?
Only if you need the space.
Okay.
This just gives you more space. It gets that big clunky
Yeah.
Okay,
container
okay.
out of there.
I actually have one of these because I feel like you've recommended this before. This is amazing.
Yep, you can put something on top of it to maximize the height, and you're no longer like, your bags aren't rolling around in the bottom of your cabinet.
Yeah.
And it just rolls right out. If you pull the little tab there, your next one comes out, and it's just the front
I
of the
see
bag.
in the front.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, you don't
Okay,
even
that's
have to
great.
move anything. You just pull your bag and go.
Because the box gets crushed
Yep.
under everything else.
Are you a top or a bottom?
I'm a top,
See,
but
I like to
so
roll
this
from
is
the top out.
Yep, I'm
And
a
same
top.
with my toilet
This
paper.
didn't come from my house. This came from someone else's
This is a
house.
huge
So
debate.
they're a bottom. So the last thing is getting your cleaning products in a container. Don't just put them on the bottom because they inevitably will leak.
Yes.
And then you have
Sticky,
gunk on the
gross
top that ruins
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they sell silicone mats that you can put underneath your sink, and that protects the bottom, because these always, like the bottom of them leaves a ring, and,
Yes.
and it ruins the bottom of the
It will
cabinet.
ruin the
Grocery bags, old grocery bags in here.
You could put them in a bin, you could put them in one of these, and it kind of limits how many you have too. Once you
Right.
fill it, you're
That's
done.
true.
Stop saving
Great.
them.
Amazing. Okay, very cool. We want to thank Amber, and we're not done yet.
No, now the other half of the team, Kara, is standing by because coming up, she's going to show us how to organize the bigger cleaning items that we might have. We're learning that everything has a place and it will make things so much easier.
Still to come, Boaz is digging into the foundation of a home to tackle the hidden issues that can turn into big problems if you don't act fast. He's taking spring cleaning week underground, and things could get messy.
And theater might look effortless when it is the final performance, but getting there, well, that's a whole different story. Daisy Jade is live to see what happens in those final hours before opening night. A couple of performers are revealing some behind-the-scenes secrets. That's when PTL comes right back. All right, imagine trying to assemble a 1,000-piece puzzle, except the pieces are moving, glowing, singing, and occasionally missing. That's what putting a show on is like in its final stretch.
Just days before opening night, all of the elements come together in a matter of hours. And this morning, we're seeing that process come to life in a way that's rarely shared with an audience. Daisy Jade is live to see why a show called 10 out of 12 is unveiling one of the wildest experiences in show business. So many mysteries here, Daisy. We're excited to learn more.
Okay, places, people, places, because we are here to talk about 10 out of 12, which is Quantum Theater's latest show. I personally love the concept of this because being a theater girl, you know, you always want to know what's the ins and outs of what's going on. And it's honestly very relatable to our show, too. We've got one of the beautiful actresses here. We have Melissa Clark. And, well, we have seen you definitely in some other Quantum shows, but this is very exciting that you play one of the actresses in this show.
I do. I play Ava in our production of 10 out of 12 by Ann Washburn. And for those who don't know, the number 10 out of 12 refers to the amount of hours an actor can work in a 12-hour day. But in our play, the audience doesn't just get a behind-the-scenes look at what's going on in our tech rehearsal, but they also get to be immersed in it. So that's what makes our show really special.
So you get to experience all the chaos and all the wildness and everything that's going on.
Exactly. The highs and lows, the chaotic moments, and also the really beautiful moments. You get to see some of the unseen labor that audiences might not get to see because everyone's used to coming to see a show and seeing a final product, but we give you a little bit more with our production.
Okay, well, that's really, really great.
Was that good, Tim? Was that? Oh, did I miss something?
Fine, it's fine. We're just gonna keep an eye on it.
Do you have any notes? Or?
Yeah, you know, we just want to make sure that our tempo is something that people can hear, and your diction is also something to keep an eye on. But I thought that was perfect.
Well, you know, we only have under 4 minutes for this segment right now. So.
Sure. Well, we may leave it at that, but I just wanted to also talk a little bit about what the audience gets to experience when they come. So I'm going to give you this, and everybody that comes to see 10 out of 12 gets a headset, and then you get to hear what's going on behind the scenes. You actually get to hear some of the drama that happens with our crew and some of the ways that we sort of overcome the challenges of our tech rehearsal.
I love that. Sorry, I'm taking my mic back. I love that so much because I know that we talked about there's a few cast members, but then you also kind of hear voices because you're listening as an audience member through this, literally experiencing just what it would feel like during a tech rehearsal.
Absolutely. We try to take some of the tedium out and we sort of condense it down to the exciting parts. But you get to sort of see some of the interplay between the technical aspects and the creative elements. And I get to play the director, so I get to sort of boss everybody around, which is a lot of fun for me.
Yeah. And Tim, you obviously have, you know, acting experience, but you even said that you've been a director in the past and all this sort of behind the scenes stuff. What is it like kind of playing the character inside of that experience? If I'm even making any sense, this is kind of a confusing concept.
It can definitely be confusing, and sometimes even during rehearsals, I have a hard time knowing whether I'm talking to somebody who's being in character or actually just themselves. So it's definitely one of those things that makes this, I think, a really exciting production.
Now, do you ever overstep the director and try to direct the other actors?
No comment.
We'll have to ask the actual director about that. So.
Yeah, actually, Andrew Smith is directing this, and he's a good friend of mine, and I think we've all had a really good time during rehearsals, and he's been able to sort of keep things loose, but we've had so much fun. But I think, for now, I think we're going to wrap this up. And if it's all right with everybody, we're going to send it back to the studio.
Send it back to you guys, the director.
The director is
Yes,
ending it.
The director has spoken.
The director has spoken.
Which is the final word. All right, thanks, Daisy. Quantum Theater's production of 10 out of 12 opens Friday, April 3rd at the Mellon Institute in Oakland. Opening night is sold out, but the show will end its run in the end of April, so there's still time to get there.
Still time, yeah. We have the link for tickets if you're interested on our website, pittsburghtodaylive.com. Still to come, we are revealing the full Great 8 of our Wig-a-Ding bracket. Yesterday, we revealed the PTL side. Now it's time to reveal the talk side, too.
And we handled under the sink, but what about everything else? The mops, the sweeper, the big bulky stuff? Well, happy lark, home organizing is sticking around. In fact, they're working quickly over here feverishly to show us exactly where things should go.
And just when we thought warmer weather was going to stick around, spring said, hold my tulips. We're all wondering what'll happen next. Ron's crunching the numbers and joins us next.
So a couple of years ago, I would have done really bad at this challenge, but now my daughter has shamed me. My youngest has shamed me. Anytime I'll give her something like this, if I open it up and she looks at that, she goes, "Dad, that looks spoiled." That's all she says. And that to me has really caused me to go through and to keep my counters pretty good. This one's 2025 that this expires, so this will be getting thrown away now. I have some Hershey's chocolate. This is June of 2025. This is July. And then my winner is September of 2024 for some Hershey's chocolate. You can see it right there. So all these will be getting thrown away.
Yeah, you know what, though? Does Hershey's chocolate really expire? Like, I know they have a date on there, but like...
Yes. The gunk on your hot sauce, Ron, that was not like an overnight kind of thing. Also, were you wearing a Karate Kid shirt?
It was Street Fighter, actually.
Street Fighter. Oh, gosh, I love Street Fighter. That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so you do not win as far as the most expired
Because you still have the most...
Well, no, but you have one where the date is worn off.
That's true.
So I think maybe you win.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. We've got a whole week.
I would have easily have won over a year ago if it hadn't been, and woo, I had some things back there. It'd have been a while. Here's those temperatures for you now, including New Kensington, 29 degrees. We're starting to warm up a little bit. We did see a number of cases falling actually below 20 degrees this morning. Pittsburgh wasn't one of them, but it was close, hitting around 22 degrees for the morning low. High temperatures today, I have us hitting 48 degrees. Sunny right now. We will see a few more clouds around later on today. And I want to quickly get over to your 7-day because we do have a potential now. First alert weather day, expected likely to be one within the next 24 hours. Strong winds, but really downpours and a lot of lightning expected late on Thursday. Stormy conditions, could see some large hail, maybe even a tornado setting up on Wednesday night, and I should say Thursday night into Friday morning. So that's something we'll be watching for. And right now, it's a potential first alert weather day because of that.
All right, good to know.
Thanks, Ron.
All right, up next, Boaz is taking spring cleaning week on an adventure. He's going underground to dig up some tips on how to save the foundation of your home. That is when PTL comes right back.
You know, I don't think I know anyone in Western Pennsylvania who hasn't dealt with some sort of water issues in their basement. So I'm here on site today with Mark Lubat from Groundworks, and you are mid-project right now. So we're sort of checking in to see what's happening. So it looks like a lot's happening right now. It looks like you're digging a little trench.
That's correct, yeah. In this case, the symptoms were water that was accumulating on the basement floor.
Okay.
And so what we're actually doing for them today is we're breaking out and creating a channel. You'll see as we work through this, our team opened up. We're going to place a drain down under the floor.
Okay.
We call ours basement gutter. That gutter will be right directly up against the wall, and then they'll lay concrete right back up over top of that.
Yeah.
And you know, the intention on this is really to kind of work our way to be able to gather all the water that would come down the wall.
Right, and get it outside.
Yeah, get any water that would come under the floor. Right. And get it before it would come back up on top of the floor. And so really to catch all of the water that would come in.
Sure.
And then this system's designed to kind of deliver that to a pump, which our pumps are the heart of the system. That's actually what's moving the water up and out.
And I know sometimes when you're working on a project, you might discover another issue, and that was the case here.
Yes. What the crew found today was a solid flat line that runs across it. And what this is it's actually a bowed wall.
Oh.
And so that happens because of the Pennsylvania clay that we have.
Okay, so that clay soil is just like literally pushing against this wall.
Kind of think about it like every time it rains, that clay expands.
Right.
That constant pressure will create the pressure to actually move the wall. And
okay.
So,
so what's a potential solution to this?
Yeah, so we'll do carbon fiber straps. The material will be connected at the top and at the bottom and rolled out and literally epoxied to the wall. So it becomes a part of the wall.
Right.
It's about as thin as a dime. So it's really thin, but it's completely inflexible.
Wow.
So what'll happen is for this wall to move more, it would actually have to bow.
Right.
To continue to do that, it would actually have to cause the product that won't stretch to stretch. And so that's why it gives additional strength to the wall.
Just holds it in. It's sort of like Spanx for your wall.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
And you deal with all sorts of concrete related things. So what are other issues that folks can call you about?
Yeah, for sure. So if they start seeing maybe sloping floors in their house, doors and windows that won't open or close, obviously we resolve those issues as well. So foundation settlement's somewhat common in the area. We also do concrete repair. So houses that might have trip hazards and some unsafe concrete moving around.
Sidewalks all wonky. Yeah.
So we solve those issues with a polyurethane foam solution. In this case, all the drainage will collect, but they all need to connect to one point. So you'll see as we work our way around,
I see.
There's going to be additional drainage that's placed all the way alongside of this area.
I'll get back and jackhammer this a little later.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll dig for our sump pump. So the drainage will be coming down along this area. And as we get to the exterior, the water will be removed through the pump. We'll drill our holes, bring it out to the outside, and you can kind of see the trench that's been laid here.
And then it'll sort of go into that little canyon over there.
That's right. Yeah, out and away from the house.
You really focus on making things that last. We were even just talking to our photographer, Jeff, who had you come by and do work over 20 years ago, and it's still holding up.
Yeah, it's one of the best parts about our organization. So we've been in the marketplace since 1975, and I think that's the best message that always comes back is you get past customers that tell you how thankful and grateful they are that they had the work. I think people appreciate how it helps their home and how it protects, how it makes them feel better about knowing, whether it's a structural issue or a water problem, how it's been solved.
Gosh, well, Mark, thanks for solving all these issues, and I'll let you get back to work.
Awesome.
You know what? It's so interesting to see the solutions.
Yes. Yeah. When they dug into the sidewalk and then raised it up.
I know.
Do you know how many people have that issue with it's like a tripping hazard and you're worried that you're going to get in trouble with your township or the city? What a cool thing. I had no idea.
Yeah, that was neat to see.
So cool.
All right, we want to thank Groundworks for sponsoring this segment and educating all of us.
Yeah, for more information on Groundworks, just head to our website. We'll have a link for you there.
All right, brooms in the corner, paper towels piled up. Yeah, we've all been there, but today we're turning that mess into a system that actually works. And what's the incoming here?
I think those are dryer balls.
Oh, dryer balls. All right, we'll be right back.
Okay, so the space under the sink handled, but what about everything else? The brooms, the mops, the paper towels, all the bulky cleaning must-haves that just don't fit in that designated space.
That is where the expert comes in. Kara Huffmeyer from Happy Lark Home Organizing is here with smart, space-saving hacks to keep every last cleaning supply in its place. I love that you brought all this in because you're going to educate us.
And I brought the messy.
Yeah.
So we can start here. This is like literally what we see when we go in everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it's normal.
Right.
It's what's happening.
I was going to say that's my basement.
Yeah.
David, what closet is this?
And for a lot of people, they might have one designated closet where they're keeping all of this.
Everything.
So it can get junky very fast. Yes. Okay, so this is the mess.
Yep, this is what we're working with. So the first thing you need to do is create zones. I feel like that helps immensely, which again, we talk about our labels, getting it into bins because you're dealing with shelves. You're dealing with under the sinks, you're dealing with up high cabinets. So to get it in a bin, it makes it easy to pull down what you need to get, make, all the different
well,
categories so that everybody knows where it's at.
carpet care. Like this all goes in here. Disinfecting, all goes, that's great.
And you can keep a broad one, and that can be like your backstop.
Right.
Or that's something that interchanges. Maybe it's an all-purpose.
Like the miscellaneous one. But otherwise, without this label, not everyone in the household will be on board.
Right.
I have found this out.
So somebody will be shoving random things in there because it just says cleaning.
And you're like, what is happening in this
There's a rag
bin?
in there and cleaning products.
This is the second time you've said this today. It's not me. I don't live there. He's not hugging me because it's my fault. We're looking at you, Gary.
We don't live together. No.
Let's talk another Lazy Susan. So this is like a catch-all kind of thing.
Yes, and this works perfectly. I pulled this out of my laundry room. I have these really deep high cabinets, and I'm short.
Yeah.
So this allows me to not have to
Same
get a
girl.
step stool. I can just spin it. Things are getting buried in that back cabinet, even when I'm on a step stool, can't reach.
Yeah.
So this huge Susan is game changer, and you can keep it broad. It doesn't have to be specific, you know.
Right.
And this is at the Container Store. You can find this big
Big
daddy
there.
Talk to us about, like, I would put like fresh baked cookies or something in this, but you put cleaning supplies
I
in.
feel like laundry is probably like the worst chore. So
Yeah.
let's make it pretty, let's make it a moment and make it fun. So this is what I have in my laundry room. It looks pretty, it sits on the countertop, and I'm not digging out of that bulky box and things are
Right.
spilling everywhere, and it just keeps it neat and clean.
For people who, and I don't know if you have a recommendation, but if you have a liquid detergent, what would you recommend for something like that? I know you could do pods in here
pods
too.
in there.
But is there?
There probably are decanted liquid things.
Yeah.
Just go powder, guys, or pods.
Yeah.
The liquid's
Okay.
messy.
It is messy. It is.
And I talk about these. I just love that
scrub
you have
mummies.
this many of them because they're
People
so
buy them in bulk.
useful.
You go to Costco,
Right.
it comes in a bulk.
Right.
So decant when you can, because that box is going to take up massive space.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to see how many you've left, so you're going to overshop and you're going to buy more boxes
That's
of it.
true.
So anything that you can take out of the box, like you can see here, like here's my little Swiffers. Look at this messy hot mess there. You don't know how many are in there, so take it out so you can really see what you're working with. The magic racers are decanted. You can see how many you have.
Right.
And you know what? These right down
Clorox.
here, that goes. Those are parts to the vacuum cleaner.
I know, everybody has these parts.
Yes.
I don't know why I have them. I don't ever use them.
I don't
but
ever use them, but I'm
why
afraid to
not
throw them
put
away.
it all in, like you can see some of these have been used, but why not put it in one little location instead of them floating around on the
So
bottom of your closet? And everybody has the manuals to their
everything.
appliances, all the things. I think a lot of them can truly be thrown away. If you have like serial numbers, keep that little page and make it last. Like there's just random house parts, like when you build a house that they leave.
know.
You're never gonna dig in here. And this is Amber's, by the
See,
way. I don't have this.
She's calling her
No,
out.
but I will say,
But yeah,
I remember like my grandfather would save things and he'd be like, I have that, I have that. And you know what?
But at
Every
least he
once
knew
in a
where it
while,
was.
and if
Straight
you
to
keep
home.
it in one spot
Yep,
like that, you will know where it is.
Just lastly, this
one
is
little
really
thing.
cool if you are trying to make, like if you have
Vertical space.
Yeah, if this is a closet,
Yep.
maybe you need to
Use that bottom
Yes.
part so you're not digging in the back of the closet. Go
Right.
vertical. You can put bags in there, toilet paper, paper towels. I highly recommend taking the paper towels out of their packaging.
Oh my gosh, because doesn't
stack
that get
them.
so messy?
And I think your future self will thank you, because you're not having to rip it open every time
Wrestling
you go
it,
back
yeah.
in there. It's all lined up nice and pretty for you.
I love it.
Grab and go.
It looks so nice. Like seeing this and this compared
Versus
to that. Love it.
Yes.
Wonderful
Where's that?
stuff.
Thumbs up. I don't know why I'm holding the scrub daddies, but I am.
Mommies, they're mommies.
Mommies.
Scrub
Scrubby
mommies.
mom. What's the difference?
Scrubby mommies.
I think the daddy's all rough. And there's
Oh,
this
and the
sponge.
mommies have a soft side and a
Yeah.
rough side.
Yeah,
Oh,
or like,
okay.
you know,
We have
we're
all
like
the
Sour
emotions.
Patch Kids. You get both sides.
You
Just
do.
like
You
that,
do.
yes.
Okay, we want to thank Kara and Amber from Happy Lark Home Organizing for being here for our spring cleaning week.
All right, if you would like them to organize your storage spaces or really anything else, just head to our website because we have a link for you right at pittsburghtodaylive.com.
And I am very excited because we're going to tackle my kitchen again.
I know, I love this.
So excited.
I always learn
can't
things,
wait.
and we get to peek around and get nebby in Heather's kitchen.
Can you imagine? She's excited.
I know. I can't
I'm
wait.
excited
I
to
can't
be
wait.
after.
That's why
Yeah.
she has the best job.
I
She's
know.
matched herself perfectly. Yeah, what
Well,
she loves.
wing-a-ding-ding, we've reached the the whole plate 8. Now it's your turn to stir the sauce. We're showing you how to vote so your favorite can keep flying toward the crown.
Makes you want to run up the steps. No? Okay, all right.
Not today.
So yesterday, we revealed the PTL side of the 8 the whole plate 8, and later on Talk Pittsburgh, they revealed their side of the bracket as well.
So what do you say we mash it all together? Are you ready to reveal the whole bracket?
Let's do it.
Okay,
So,
let's get to it. put them all together. Here is your top 8 of the Wing-A-Ding bracket.
All right, we have Bar 48 in Elizabeth versus the Steel Plate in Monessen. And then we have 12 Whiskey Barbecue on the south side versus EB Wings.
And on the Talk Pittsburgh side, we have Wings, Suds, and Spuds in Moon Township versus the Barn and Barrel in Elizabeth. And then we have Dale's Place in Smithton versus Inferno Pizza.
I love all the names. All right, there you have it. Now it is time to help us whittle it down to the Fried Up 4.
We need your help. Here's how you do it. You have to go to PittsburghTodayLive.com, find the pinned post, and then vote for who you think should continue on. And actually, we should say the Facebook page.
Yes.
Our Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page.
Yeah.
And that's how you'll vote.
The final wing spot on the PTL side and the Talk Pittsburgh side, we will have those folks on the show to make us some wings.
That's right. So exciting. And we want to thank Dishberg for sponsoring our PTL versus Talk Pittsburgh Wing-A-Ding bracket. Mikey is standing by to give us a look at what's coming up today on Talk Pittsburgh. Speaking of that show.
And we will let you know what we have planned for tomorrow on Pittsburgh Today Live. Hey, Mikey.
We got to a lot today, a rare backstage pass, cleaning and organizing, and Nerds and Cheese. Remember that happened at the top of the hour?
Oh, yeah, I have not forgotten that. All right, and Talk Pittsburgh has a packed day as well, so Mikey's going to join us to tell us what is happening today at 3, Mikey.
I'm curious, did you like the Nerds and Cheese?
It was good.
Okay,
I'm not convinced. Look, I don't think I'm going to go back to it, but you know what? It was It was not bad.
Okay, all right. Well, coming up today at 3 on Talk Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh is staring down a major budget gap, what it could mean for city services and your wallet. KDKA investigator Andy Sheehan, he's joining us. Plus, you've seen the Carrie blast furnaces for years, but who is Carrie? Krista Rose reveals the surprising story behind the name and what makes a good principal truly great. We're celebrating Pittsburgh's most valuable school leaders and why they are being honored. So much we are talking about today at 3 on Talk Pittsburgh.
And you know, we're not going to have like too much fun with it, but there's this Reddit thread that kind of prompted this conversation for us on Talk Pittsburgh, where people were kind of making light of what you would do to rescue the city's budget.
I think it involves a talent show, right?
There was one suggestion of a talent show.
Yeah.
All right, Mikey.
Hopefully we're not involved in the talent show.
Looking forward to all that.
We have limited talent.
That's all the time that we have for today. Be sure to watch tomorrow at 9. Spring cleaning week continues, and this time we're tackling what might be the dirtiest space of all, especially if you've got kids. We're talking about your car. We're getting the do's, the don'ts, and the must-knows to get it looking showroom clean again.
I still remember when you had me clean the minivan.
It was fun.
Wow, that was a segment. And if your phone is constantly flashing that dreaded storage full message, do not ignore it. We have simple, smart ways to clear the clutter and free up space fast.
Can we talk about that for 15 minutes, please? Plus, baseball is back this weekend. All that and more tomorrow at 9 on KDKA and again at 1 on KDKA+.
Make it a great day, Pittsburgh. We will see you again tomorrow.